You belong to the Christian community. Was Professor Martey excessively and unnecessarily political?
Well, it's difficult to talk about excessively political, but I'm of the view that it's put something in the public domain which has some connectedness. Well, in the realm now, you can hear today that the chief has been given a 4x4. What for?
A traditional chief.
A traditional chief. What is the purpose of that? And if he's a fountain of honor and he controls a large purse, why should he be doing this to people? We don't understand. So I don't know whether he's trying to point to the fact that it's a huge innuendo.
Do you believe Professor Martey, though?
I have no reason to doubt his credibility because he is a huge priest of the Most High. And if there is anything that is trying to be thrown in the public domain which is false, I mean, then he's finished. But I think that he's giving us a lot of things to look at. And it should come out with further and better particulars because I am of the view that innuendos will not solve a problem. Who are the people?
He should name them.
He should name them. Who have the money so much so that they want to muzzle him, as he's saying.
Okay, you talked about baby Susapsi. Honorable Iddrisu, was it worrying when you saw this video?
Very worrying because we should not, in the name of God, use the pulpit and the strength of morality to pour out venoms that are not defensible. And I should think that the Christian society and the Christian leadership is a very respected leadership of our country. And even the sacrilege will be the collapse of the morality of the church by its leaders. That can be very disturbing for our society. If at all of us will fail this country, not the Christian leadership. I'm disappointed in his comment. I think that
because you don't believe them?
Until he establishes same, the veracity of it, it will be difficult to
until
believe.
He names the person who got it.
Absolutely. I cannot presumptively assume. No, you don't tease on these matters. I'm very, very worried. And I think that our religious leaders have done very well. As a country, we pride ourselves with one of the best tolerance religious regimes in Africa and the world. And I think that his words are too low for the calling of his standing, given the respect that I have for him.
Does it disadvantage you politically, your party?
Even
though he didn't mention the NDC.
Not at all, not at all. You see,
there's a pointer.
No, not at all. You see, sometimes we exaggerate the influence of these theological leaders, whether they are Muslim or Christian leaders. Sometimes we exaggerate what influence they have and can have over voters. My constituents like yours are concerned about cherished life aspirations, quality of life. Do we have access to healthcare? Do we have access to quality education? Do we have jobs? These are the primary things. And then also, more importantly, is the morality of our society being kept intact. Words of that nature can only bruise, if not damage, that. But no, I'm saying that you may be exaggerating his influence, and what he can do with the words is altered. I think that he was not measured. He ought to be more circumspect than he was, and I hope other religious leaders will learn.
Once again, Atta, the flag bearer of your party, the MPP, has punctuated the campaign with major monumental promises, as he did in 2012 with the free SHS principle, which thankfully the NDC has adopted and is gradually implementing them. Now he says he is going to put one factory in one district, and the other day he said he's going to get one dam in one village in the northern region to facilitate irrigation. The promises have become a big part of the conversation, and your opponents are saying that it's not achievable. Is it?
Well, that is their blindness.
Blindness?
Yes, it's a huge political blindness, because if you remember, these were the folks, the stock of people who said, we have found oil. And they said it was Ajongo. Anything good that the NDC, MPP people see ahead of time, they poo-poo it. That's them. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised at all. They said, oh, this man is talking about national health insurance. It's not doable. They made all kinds of funny arguments until the man with wisdom, President Akufo-Addo, did it. They've collapsed it. It's a mess. The fact that you can't dream good and have a vision does not mean that it's not achievable. And I find it very weird why you will not sing your own song. And for want of a vision, you come out and always begin to undermine what another man says he can do. You have been controlling the kitty all this while. I don't want to go into Sada. I don't want to go to Jida. I don't want to talk about Oyome. If we can even husband the resources of this country properly and the leakages which are so serious, why are you saying that we cannot apply resources well? This tradition we came from, we never had crude oil. You have had crude oil, and everybody is feeling the pinch. You are so overborrowed to the extent that those in the womb will pay. You've had so much resources. Revenue levels have gone so high. But the people are comparing two regimes. The Kufuor people who have the expertise to manage the economy for us to realize what we need. And then how the whole situation has plummeted. Too bad. Even they can't give strength to our Greek, which does not need too much of a, boost. We know how to get our Greek. So please, if you have not managed the resources of this country very well, and therefore you can't see beyond your own blindness, never say that Akufo-Addo is incapable of doing what he's trying to do.
What about Iddrisu? Is Akufo-Addo's sense of vision part of the competitive nature that you see in him?
Compared to President Mahama and his delivery of transforming lives, I don't find many of the pledges and promises of Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP attractive enough. When you say one dam, one district, one factory, what kind of factory? In every district of Ghana, and I have some data to share with you. For the first time, I'm carrying this just to let them know. National Board for Small-Scale Industry, Ministry of Trade and Industry, Consultancy Services for Small-Scale District Industrialization Initiative. This started in 2013 under the NDC. Yes, I'm just giving you further evidence.
And how many factories have you put up?
Wait a minute. An assessment was done, and there were even shortlists Friday, 30th August 2013, for this to be done. Now, you need to do a study to appreciate the need of every district. What is their comparative advantage? For instance, if you go and set up a Gari factory where you don't have cassava, what would be the relevant?
Why do they haven't done that?
No, wait. I'm just saying that there was an earlier initiative on a small-scale district industrialization initiative. I have not said that Nanado's one district, one factory is not doable. No, that's not my argument. My argument is that some work was already in progress in getting this established. Their major difficulty when they were questioned by the media, how do they intend to finance this? They went lame because they have no option. What President Mahama sought to do was to use EDIF, now Ghana Exim, as a financing model for the development of the district industrialization.
So the point is, this one district, one factory is possible. That's the point you're making. It's possible.
I'm saying you cannot have in every district a factory within that particular district without a proper evaluation. And I'm further saying that
but the proper evaluation, we have to assume that they've done it.
I'm saying that before Nanado makes the promise, it was work in progress.
So have you put one district in any factory?
No,
one factory
it's work in progress. The MBSSI was working on it.
Of the over 200 districts in Ghana, is there a factory in each of them under this program?
Under the current system, you don't have.
But it's 2013, 3 years ago that you started.
There are factories in many districts of Ghana, not by government intervention, but by private sector support based on government facilitation. There exists a number of factories.
So one factory, one district.
For instance, let me come again.
All right.
You have this argument on irrigation dams. Again, as far back 30th July 2013, the NDC government had initiated the development of Nasia, Lebga, Ochiriko, and Umprem, Martey in the eastern region to build robust infrastructure.
Has it been done? It's 3 years old. Has it been done?
No,
this
is not paper achievement. Go to the Irrigation Development Authority, and I'm challenging them to speak out to
But has it been done?
Some work have been done, and as I speak, when the president was in the Upper East region, he commissioned the initiation of work on the Tamni irrigation
Just
development
initiation of
facility.
work.
Yes.
So the dam has not yet been
You
realized.
just don't go and put the equipment and say you're coming to build a dam.
I know that.
You
But
must
it's
do
3
a
years old.
feasibility
Honorable
with
Haruna
your-
Iddrisu.
No, but I'm saying that
seen-
there was an initiative to develop irrigable dams across the country. I still remember even when we debated it in Parliament, Pli in the Volta region was added.
So what is
There's a
your
popular
critique
one-
about Akufo-Addo? Just to summarize, because we
No,
don't have time. Your critique about Akufo-Addo's
my-
promise is that whilst it is possible and realizable, the NDC government is already ahead.
was in progress examining the concept.
And you suspect that Akufo-Addo and his team have not done the
I
feasibility.
haven't said so. I just
That they have
said
not done
that
the feasibility.
there was a concept which was being considered for the development of small-scale district
remember the free
industrialization
senior
with financing sources
high school?
determined and known. You know, with the MPP, and let me just come to that. For instance, they've pledged Alabama again $1 million per constituency,
yes.
times 275 times 4 years annually. That's
Yeah.
$1.2 billion US.
Yeah.
Let them
In for the 4-year period.
yeah, 1.2 billion. Let them indicate the financing sources.
But you
And
have
which
gone to
structure-
Eurobond and taken
No,
about 4
no,
billion.
no.
That is the point
in
of the
4
matter.
years.
Oh,
You've
Paul,
done 4
Paul,
billion.
do you
4 billion
listen
of-
to them?
You've done
When we
1.5
take
billion 4
Eurobond-
times.
When we take Eurobond to pay their 750
Oh,
million,
my God.
which is maturing in 2017 anyway, the first bond
do you know-
was taken by them.
Yes.
Which is
In
now
2008,
maturing. So
yeah.
you take a bond to repay.
Okay, but now
They
that
are
you have
known
repaid,
and
you have thankfully repaid.
Oh,
If they
Paul,
win,
you have
they
so
can now
much-
borrow to
Let
do
them
the
answer the
constituencies.
question
Of
how
how?
they are. You are using the word borrow. Did I hear you use borrow? Are you not the same
are
person on this
overborrowed.
platform
No, you are
who has said
overborrowed.
overborrowed?
Yes,
and you
yes,
are
yes,
encouraging
yes,
them to
sure.
borrow. He is using borrowed now.
He's
you see,
overborrowed. Yeah.
so I've also further challenged the MPP, other than increasing taxes, public-private partnership, and borrowing via debt. How do you intend to finance development infrastructure? Share with the Ghanaian
How did
people.
Kufuor
Now this
run the
1.1
economy?
billion, Paul, inadvertently
Kufuor
you have
didn't do
used
a
borrowing.
Wyoming.
Yes, that they can
They
borrow
too
to
will
sustain
use
it. Yeah.
No,
Yes. Kufuor didn't do Wyoming.
they are scandalizing
Yeah.
this government for borrowing, and I've made the argument here over and over
Okay,
again.
let me
We
wrap
are
it up. We have to
borrowing
go at this
to
stage.
invest in
So
infrastructure
let me ask you,
to
Atasha,
open
where
up
does the
the
campaign
economy
go
and
from
to
here?
create jobs. That's what
We have
President
2 or so
Mahama is
months.
doing.
Where does the campaign go from here? What should we expect?
You should expect grassroots engagement. That is what is going to be the most important thing. And my good friend was saying that, oh, as for NDC, I mean, we go to the grassroots, how they feel. You've never given any, vehicle to those at the grassroots. You said it's the opinion leaders that you people have been dealing
Which
with.
opinion leaders?
You said,
Look,
you
No, we
don't
are wrapping
value
up, so
them.
we have
Paul.
very little time. So
Okay,
let's
so
focus.
it's
let him
grassroots.
finish.
So you said that we should expect a more grassroots
Yes, and
campaigning
how-
by Nana
how-
Akufo-Addo and Dr. Baumia.
And the MPs. In
Yeah,
fact,
okay.
the full soldiers are the MPs. What they are going to do on the ground. And let them know that if somebody should use his right hand to pick your pocket and then use the left hand to give you the money is picked from your pocket, it's done you no good.
Okay, fair enough. We get it.
should
What
be-
should we expect from President Mahama's campaign going forward? 2 months more.
That the victory will be completed on 7th December. He has assurances across the country in his country tour. The regional tour in Western region and Northern region were very profoundly promising. And what is unique about President Mahama is his understanding and reflection of the issues as he goes on. He just doesn't go and say, I will do this. For instance, if you go to Longne in the
You
Pandai
have to
or
wrap up,
Wilesi
yeah.
district, and you know that you need a senior high school which is already ongoing, you would understand that the NDC will fix it as a problem.
Okay, we'll leave it here. And viewers, that was Good Evening Ghana for tonight. Atta and Haruna Iddrisu joined us. Thank you.